Hola, Mustangos. Vamos a aprender de Indirect Object Pronouns. Es la gramática de la unidad 8.2. Woohoo! We're going to use indirect object pronouns to clarify to whom or for whom an action takes place. So it is used the same as direct object pronouns, the same ones. Remember that song we learned? Me te lo y la, nos os los y las, me te lo y la, direct object pronouns. Do you guys remember that? We learned that in Spanish 1. It's a lovely song, Little Lady Gaga. Well, those were direct object pronouns. And right here, it was lo and la, and right here it was los and las. These are indirect, okay? So we go me, te, le, nos, os, les. And sometimes this little le is a say in some sentences when you don't want to say le, la right together. But don't even think about that right now, okay? Just know that if you see a say somewhere, it is an indirect object pronoun. Okay, so pronouns le and les can refer to a variety of people, so you need an emphatic phrase. The personal plus a noun or pronoun to clarify in that sentence who this little word means, because it could mean you formal, him or her. And then les could mean you or them. So sometimes you need an emphatic phrase. Okay? So here we go. Le doy las joyas. I give to him or her or you formal the jewelry. I am giving the jewelry to him, her, or you. So if we say le doy las joyas a Juana, the a Juana is the emphatic phrase, and it goes zing, and it tells you that le means Juana. It means I give it to her. Okay, I'm giving the jewelry to her. So, whoops, one more little thing. When a conjugated verb is followed by an infinitive, you know, an infinitive is a verb that's not conjugated. Sorry, that little thing keeps coming up. The same rules for placement apply. So, if I can get rid of that. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, but look down here. Les voy a comprar recuerdos a mis amigos. I'm going to buy souvenirs for my friends. Or voy a comprarles recuerdos a mis amigos. I love this. You just stick this little les right on the end of an infinitive verb. And it's kind of how, it's the same order we say it in English. I'm going to buy them souvenirs. Oh, by the way, a mis amigos means them. Just this little clarification. You wouldn't have to have it. So I think it's kind of groovy cool that you can throw that right on the end of that infinitive verb. It makes me really happy and I like it. But today we're going to practice and we're going to stick it before the verb because that's the weird thing that we don't usually see in English. So we're going to do some practice together. Here we go. Te regalo una flor. This is one of my cute student teachers. When she was on her mission in Spain, this was the name of a flower shop. And regalar, you know, regalos are gifts, but regalar is to gift. So this is I gift you a flower. And it's got indirect object pronouns in the title. So we are going to practice. So remember back in Spanish 1, we had me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, les gusta. And that is Spanish, me gusta la clase de español is singular. So we leave an A on the end. We don't put an N because these are singular things that we like, right? And those look familiar to you. You've been using them since Spanish 1. Here you go. Now, las flores, this is plural, the flowers. So me gustan, te gustan, las flores, le gustan las flores, nos gustan las flores, les gustan las flores. So that would mean the flowers are pleasing to them or to you all. Nos gustan las flores. The flowers are pleasing to us. We. Okay? And that's what reflexive, these are reflexive. And also we're using the indirect object pronoun. So there they are. Me, te, le, nos, les. Receiving the to whom or what or for what receives the direct object. So, yo dar a ella. Now this would be caveman Spanish. I to give to her. So we want to say I give the apple to her. So I'm going to conjugate this to go with yo. So it's going to be doy. And then I'm going to put who's receiving it right there. What they're receiving over here. So yo le doy la manzana a ella. A ella refers to, who this guy gave it to, who I gave it to, okay? Yo le doy la manzana a ella. So you got yo, dar, and ella, and you got to put it together, right? So here we go. We got yo, dar, and then we have ellos. So how do you think you would say, I give the apple to them? Think about it. Yo les doy la manzana a ellos. Muy bien. Vamos a practicar más. Yo dar tú. So I give the apple to you. Yo te doy la manzana a ti. Muy bien. I give the apple to y'all. You're going to have to put one of those that we practiced before. Yo les doy la manzana a ustedes. Now, if we were sitting in class, I'd have you practicing these with your amigo. She gives the flower to me. Okay, we're going to have to conjugate this for she. Ella me da la manzana a mí. These are emphatic phrases. This is how you clarify at the end. We already learned this in Spanish 1. All right, how about y'all, you and they, give it to me. Give the apple to me. How would you do that? Ustedes me dan la manzana a mí. So since this is who is indirectly receiving the object, we have to clarify who this is, a mí. You give the apple to me. Tú me das la manzana a mí. This refers to that. They give the apple to me. Ellos me dan la manzana a mí. You give the apple to them. Les das la manzana a ellos. They give the apple to you. Te dan la manzana a ti. Are you getting it? I know you are. Excelente clase. Ustedes son muy, muy inteligente. So los verbos that we are conjugating in the present tense were regalar, to give, regalar, to gift, dar, to give, and pedir, to ask for, is another one that you could order. If we were in class together, I would hand you all a whole bunch of artesanías off my shelves, and you would practice with an amiga, and you'd say, hey, I'm giving you a handicraft of wood. Te doy la artesanía de madera. And you would say, oh, está bien, gracias por regalarme este artesanía de madera. But we aren't together, and I'm sad that we're not. But anyway, hope you understand those. Let me know if you don't. Good job, you guys.